If there's one thing I could keep from this world, apart from my family, it would be dogs. And I say that because I have dogs and I've grown up with dogs, so I know how important relationships with them can be. So I'm here to tell you exactly why and how these relationships are so special. Dogs have a long history with humans. They evolved from gray wolves into 400 distinct breeds. From the very first encounters of dogs by humans, the relationships were formed as dogs were tamed and used as hunters. After that, these relationships changed, and that change led to the current pet-owner relationship that we now know. There have been many suggestions that dogs are humans' best friend. And indeed, there are many similarities between dogs and humans. They're social, they love food, they're intelligent, they have personal preferences and unique personalities, and they are emotional. Dogs have other jobs apart from being pets. Therapy dogs, for example, are used as an additional method of helping patients who with psychological issues get better. They provide their love and support, and they communicate with the patients so that they know they have someone they can trust next to them. There's also guide dogs and service dogs. Dogs are loyal to their families and their owners, and they like to be part of packs, and they like to be led. They always want to protect their possessions, including people, objects, and places. Sheepdogs, for example, protect sheep from wolves, and they keep them all in the same place so that they don't get lost. Acting dogs are used for entertainment. Everyone has a favorite movie about a dog. All dog movies are very emotional because they present a beautiful relationship between an owner and a dog and its owner. Take Hachiko, for example, a movie based on the true story of a man, Dr. Saburo Ueno, and his dog, Hachi, who waited for his owner every day to get back from work in the train station. Until one day, the owner died, and the dog kept waiting at the train station until it died as well. This movie is very important because it presents a very beautiful relationship and a very beautiful bond between a man and its dog, and it has moved millions of people. Dogs are always there to comfort you, but there are many cases of people who do not like dogs. Indeed, dogs have some unpleasant characteristics. For example, they're smelly, they're slobbery, and they're messy. There's also the case of people who are afraid of dogs. And there have been many incidents where dogs have been a threat to humans. It's true that dogs like to protect themselves and the ones they love because it's part of their DNA, as they have descended from wolves. But it's rare that a dog will threaten someone without a reason. However, when a relationship is formed between a dog and its owner, it's very beautiful and very special. And there's scientific evidence for these relationships. Hormones such as oxytocin promote social bonds in mammals, as demonstrated by an experiment conducted by Romero in 2014. In this experiment, dogs were given oxytocin through nasal spray, and their behavior was observed and they measured the interaction they observed with their owners by sniffing and licking. There was also another dog in the room whose behavior was also observed. Both dogs showed increased affiliation and interaction with the other dog and the owner, and frequent blood tests showed that both dogs had increased oxytocin levels in their bloods, although only one dog had been given oxytocin. This means that interaction increases oxytocin in the blood, and oxytocin increases the interaction with humans and other dogs. So it's an ongoing cycle. Moreover, there are many animal organizations whose objective is to promote adoptions of animals who have been abandoned or hurt by their owners, as a result of being abandoned or being born stray. These organizations try to reduce the number of animals who are not taken care of because they don't have an owner. For example, Panorama Animal Rescue is an organization that focuses on promoting adoption of animals, especially cats and dogs, through events and advertisements. So, what is it that my dogs do that makes me cherish these relationships so much? They're always happy to see me. And even when I'm upset, I can go sit with them and play with them, and that makes me feel better because it's a distraction. My dogs are always happy and excited, so whenever I see them, I get happy. Their presence makes me feel calm and safe because I know I have someone I love next to me. For the last part of my presentation, I would like to talk about the emotional intelligence of dogs. Emotional intelligence is the ability to control, understand, and express emotions and handle interpersonal relationships with compassion. An example of dogs and emotional intelligence is when they act guilty after they have done something wrong. My dog Hala used to hide in her cage in her house when she did something wrong because she knew we would get mad at her. My other dog, Teds, has a guilty look he does every time he misbehaves. And he also tries to punish our other dogs when they do something wrong because he understands that we will punish them as well. Emotional intelligence in dogs is also evident whenever we act happy. They understand that and they get excited as well. But emotional intelligence can be the exact opposite. Whenever we're sad, our dogs understand that and they try to comfort us by being there for us. These examples show that dogs are in fact emotionally intelligent to some extent, as they can read body language and interpret human emotions. The fact that dogs are emotionally intelligent could be a possible interpretation of why dogs and humans have such great relationships. So, it seems that dogs and humans can actually be best friends. Thank you.